Hello, my name is Mark Woodard, owner of MirrorAthlete.com. I had to do something a little bit different. Wanted to read one of my health articles for those of you that like to listen and look at me, read a health article. Happened to be out in the Northern California property base of Mirror Athlete Enterprises. And so I thought I'd go through the Aspartame, the silent killer. You got an awesome background behind you, so you can see the gray face of the rocks behind me, which is also at the website MirrorAthlete.com. This is what's really depicted in the background as you look at the home site. Anyway, I wanted to look at the Aspartame, the silent killer, and that was a monthly newsletter that I put out in March. So you can get these main health topics through our newsletter. Just go to the home site, and that's MirrorAthlete.com, MirrorAthlete.com. The athlete look at themselves in the mirror, if that'll help you remember. And you can go ahead and get a free subscription to our newsletter. But this one was the shocking health risks with aspartame. And so in the newsletter, some of the key points about aspartame is the bad thing that we're finding out about the chemicals in our sodas and things like that, foods and whatnot. Number one, there's chemical changes within sodas containing aspartame that are poisoning our families. Two, related symptoms stop once the patient is off diet sodas. So, if you've been drinking diet sodas for a long time, especially if you're diabetic, it can create other problems. Three, aspartame is a common denominator in our diet, making us sick. Four, there's significant weight gain connection. 5. Aspartame is extremely bad for diabetics. I just got done writing an article, and it will be posted at the website if it's not already there, about diabetes and health risk. And this is serious, so if you're diabetic, you want to know more about diabetes, look for that main article listed at the site in our health repository. 6. There is a direct connection between children with ADD and ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorders. 7. Children are specifically at risk and susceptible to aspartame poisoning. 8. Monsanto's patent on aspartame has expired. Now there are 5,000 products on the shelves containing aspartame marked as, you'd never get this from the processed foods you buy. But, some of the known brand names are NutraSweet, Equal, Spoonful. Uninformed parents are unknowingly poisoning their loved ones. The American Diabetes Association, the American Dietetic Association, and the Conference of the American College of Physicians know about this connection, also endorsed by the United States Food and Drug Administration. And folks, it's all about the money, it's all about corporate greed. We're just numbers. Don't take my word on this stuff. Go to our site, read this article, look for the referrals, look for other, articles that you can look up. Research it yourself, and that's what I do. I make it easy for you, and I present the information in a palatable way. Okay, so there is much information to further substantiate this outrageous chemical food addictive practice, but we've only begun to scratch the surface. This is what scientific information is now coming out with. For example, there's this gal, Victoria Ines Brown's family was addicted to diet sodas. She was concerned that aspartame would one day lead to her family's illness, making them sick, or possibly even an early death. So she performed an aspartame experiment. And this experiment was, this is one experiment out there. She started with 108 rats for 2 years and 8 months daily. She fed a controlled group of rats 2/3 the aspartame contained in the 8-ounce diet soda. Okay, so that's like a daily 8-ounce soda. The aspartame that's in that's like 4 to 4.5 packs of NutraSweet, for example, a day to rats. And the results were 37% of the female rats developed tumors, some a massive size. Folks, this study where doses per rat weight is adjusted using under the acceptable daily intake set by the FDA. So in other words, what we're taking in terms of processed sugars, like NutraSweet, Spoonful, that aspartame, we're taking in more in our bodies than the rats did in this controlled study, and they were developing tumors, getting sick, and all that nasty stuff. The fact that aspartame is endorsed by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration as a safe product and is recommended by many doctors as a sweet alternative in lieu of sugar is enough to make you go mad. Also consider these facts. Does it make sense that what was once listed by the Pentagon as a biochemical warfare agent is now an integral part of your modern diet? So this was considered at one time for warfare as a chemical. Amazing. Aspartame is profitable, okay? For example, Maryland, a biotech company by the name of Genex Corp went from reporting $14.3 million in 1985 revenues to $2.8 million in 1986 after they lost their aspartame business. You can see the drop of business. That was their main business, was these sugars that were processed by man, you know, and that we're consuming. So one 12-ounce diet of soda contains about 180 milligrams of aspartame, or 15 milligrams per ounce, which I said is equal to about 4.5 packs of NutraSweet. Okay, the propaganda industry machine tells consumers that the acceptable daily intake set by the FDA equates to about 20 12-ounce diet sodas for adults. I mean, that's a ton of packs of NutraSweet, way over the 4.5. You do the math. And that's safe for adults, and 6 of 12-ounce diet sodas for children is safe and acceptable. If the rats get sick consuming far under the acceptable daily intake, why wouldn't we? It's this simple. It's all about the money. So my recommendation is don't consume aspartame. Stay away from processed foods that have sugars that are man-made. You know, take a look at the brand. Take a look at the ingredients. Aspartame can now be found in more than 5,000 products, including but not limited to diet sodas, juice drinks, flavored waters, chewing gum, tabletop sweeteners, diet and diabetic foods, breakfast cereals such as Fiber One, fiber supplements such as orange flavored products, jams and sweeteners, other sweetener type products. So anyway, I just wanted to be able to give you a different view of the background. You have something else to look at, you know, while I read these things. So I'm thinking about doing things a little bit different as I read articles to you. As you can tell, I haven't shaven for a while, so I need to go home and get a shave. Been out here doing a little bit of work, and wanted to present this aspartame article in a read format to you on video. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Can't make these presentations too long. Got to keep these down to 6 or 7 minutes at the most. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the scenery, and we'll talk to you later. All right, I'm Mark Woodard, signing out. Have a great day.